Hey guys, Jeffrey's here and welcome back to the Diamond Coast on City Skylines. Now you saw from the last episode that we did a lot of construction work, building work, whatever you want to call it. We added an entire metro system, which you can see here is very much operational. I'm not actually sure how popular it is. Let's have a look. It's got vehicles running on it, which is good. Weekly passengers is okay. Car trip saved, it says 100%, but I'm not really believing that right now. What about this one? Same thing. It's got all its vehicles running. Okay. And then we've got this line here as well. We've got loads of lines. You might have noticed from the last episode, we have loads of lines. I'm really happy with it. I like the ones that go under the lake. We're going to have more that go under the lake in future episodes, but not right this very second. There's one I'm going to have here from Elizabeth that sort of curves right, snakes under the lake, and probably will connect up over here, maybe over here. Something else which I've done, which I'm pretty proud of, is I've done some tweaks to St. George, and I will show you them in a second. But also, I just want to have a look at this again. This skyline. First of all, I'm having some problems with these buildings. There's meant to be people living here, but for some reason they're not. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Same problem here. I imagine there's a similar problem here with people not actually working here. I don't actually know. So it's a strange one. I want to get, if I could get 400 people living there, I'll be happy. But St. George now looks different. It looks a bit like this. Again, I can't remember if I built this in the time lapse or not. I probably did actually thinking about it, but there you go. So we've got the bus station here. We've got the depots here. The new tram hub looks a bit blank at the moment, so we'll have to fix that. But look at this. We've got a light rail station here, which has passengers stop at it, get on and off. Got some weird glitch here. Also, I've got this stupid thing with some of these vehicles not loading properly, which is really frustrating. It's something to do with traffic, because if I clear traffic, they actually come back as whole vehicles, and then over time they slowly go down again. And I think there's a limit on the number of vehicles you can have in game at any one time. And it's all to do with, where is it? This interchange here, which I've done some tweaks to now, so you can only turn left, only turn left, only turn left, and only turn left. And that's to try and avoid sort of gridlock moments. It's also to try and avoid, whoops, huge traffic queues. Where are we? Why is it not letting me? Is that even the right bit anymore? I have no idea. I get lost in here sometimes. There's the right bit. Okay. So, today one of the first things I want to do is go from St. George, and I want to build a new rail link that actually connects it to the outside world. So we don't have one of them right now. And I feel like we need one. So, let's see. We've got these 4 tracks under here. I'm going to use them. So we've got this really long line here, which I'm going to get rid of. Like so. Now I'm anticipating that the outside lines are tending to terminate at where they actually come into the city. So in this case, it's going to terminate at St. George. And it's just another way of bringing people in. So we're going to use this track here. Because it's, so to me it feels like a bay sort of platform. And we're just going to do that. And that's that side, it should be connected. There's a little bit of a kink there, but it's connected as far as I'm concerned. And then on this one, we're going to use the opposite side, so this one. And again, we're just going to run it along. And we're going to do some weird snaky turn. That's going to connect up to this side, which I believe is still connected to the outside world. Or it isn't, because of this. Let's fix this. I'll keep that low for a little bit more. There we go, up. Over, over, down, and that one will connect up there, and then I believe this one did the same thing. I got rid of it because of the, yep, got rid of it because of the freeway. So let's pop this one back in as well. 2, 3, like that. Over. The one downside to having this like this, I might have to go under this one. Not a problem though, really, is it? Still looks just as nice. Still functions just as nice, so there's absolutely no problem with just doing that. And then you connect up, and that's that one done. Now we should start seeing trains coming in. In fact, was that one I just saw there? What's this crossover doing here as well? That's a bit strange. I think it's because I've gone right up to the edge of the map now. You're not supposed to see that bit. Right, so trains should now be able to get in and out of the city, which means we could get more people in and out, less cars, less traffic. That's the plan. I don't know whether it's 100% going to work that way. I'm just looking to see if there's only one rail link on this side of the map. It looks like there is. So that's alright then. So St. George should be getting a little bit busier now. At the moment it's sort of out of the way and a little bit quiet. But in the future it's going to become a lot busier. I've also got these stations. You might have seen me in the time-lapse again, playing around with different station types. I'd like to include this station maybe on this side of things. Because we've got... I mean, this is another underground station. So you see, on the surface, it just looks like a... almost like an office building type thing. Or a museum or something like that. But it's got two rail tracks underneath, which I'm quite pleased with. I like the ones like that where you can sort of hide the platforms. It means you avoid sort of ones like this. And the only reason I haven't used an underground one here is because I think actually the above ground one suits the area better. If I can find ways to cover the tunnels, that would be cool. Over here though, where is it? Here, not that one, this one. I actually do have an underground station for trains. You can see the light rail stops there. It hasn't got names. I need to name these stations after where they are. So this one's in Lake, so I could probably call it Lake. But then we've got loads of metro stations in Lake, so it becomes quite difficult to actually give them names. St. George pretty much named itself though, so I'm quite pleased with that. I just want to see if there are trains arriving. There doesn't seem to be any on this side. Bit of a bumpy track there, that probably doesn't help things. What about over here? Any trains at all? It does say that the station accepts outside traffic, so we should be seeing some trains arriving. So I'm a little bit concerned that that's not happening, but then again, the amount of vehicles we've got coming into the city again, look at it, it's just a cascade of vehicles. That could potentially be one of the reasons why. But the city is looking very nice indeed. It's looking fantastic. I'm very pleased with how it's looking. Commerce is one of the stations that I want to link up as well in the future. Maybe not right now. You see I've got places like Commerce Park, which is proper parkland. You've got like a carousel, you've got these two small parks, you've got basketball courts, tennis courts, park with trees, and a police station as well, just because I didn't have a police station over here apparently. In terms of other things we've got, we seem to have a problem with low land value and not enough workers, so residential is something we're going to have to focus on today as well. It's kind of one of the things I was going to do today anyway. You see we got this this new extension for the light rail, which comes out to over here. For some reason we've got vehicles using this as well. That's a police van doing its rounds, that's fine. And this comes all the way along here like this, goes around this corner here. You see the trains have fixed themselves now, which is good to see. And then it'll come around like this, and then it'll go back into the city via Commerce. So today I'm going to build a new residential area, and it's going to link from here over to Elizabeth, maybe to Lake as well. So the first thing we want to do is grab probably this avenue here, that one. And we sort of want to bring it round. In fact, how do I want to do this? I kind of want to extend from this first. So let's see if I can do that. We need this one. No, this one. You come out to, let's say there. You'll also come out to here. And we'll switch you around. The overall goal for the light rail network is to have like a figure 8. So you can see it sort of, it comes through Elizabeth here. So this side is going to come underneath here, round Pennington, round Lynch Park, and it's going to join up again over here. So you're going to have like an inner loop and an outer loop, although you can't really have either of them, I don't think. No, you can have an inner loop and an outer loop, but they're going to be a figure 8 shape rather than an actual loop. Just got to bear that in mind. Right, concrete and illumination. We want this to come back down to ground level, which it's going to do there. Right. It's a bit of a weird shape there. We'll see if we can get around that. Where is... No, it comes under intersections, doesn't it? Yeah, that's the one I want. You're going to connect there, and there, and there, and there. We'll have another site for a station in a second. This point is going to curve round. Kind of like that, I guess. See, where am I going to connect this? That's a really good question. I could connect it up to this avenue here, actually. So if I... Let's build it with track first. And then in a second I'll get rid of the track. So it'll just be the road that connects up. So we like that and like that. And then this one will go like this. Except if we delete that bit, and that bit. How close is that to creating a straight line? I would consider that close enough. It's a bit of a weird shape there, but I'll consider that close enough. Now, this bit here, we're going to get rid of. Put something else in there. No idea what right now, but we'll find something. Let's get rid of those bits as well, because we're going to put a station in. I like the look of... No, not that one. Where's the one I want? It's that one which fits pretty nicely, actually, but it doesn't really fit the theme that I'm looking for. That's the R Metro one. These are the underground ones, which we could also use. In fact, the underground ones I want to use over here somewhere. Maybe over this bit. But again, it's a bit problematic because the freeway causes some traffic problems. Although that's currently being relieved by that junction. Again, we got some traffic lights which do cause issues, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. Let's put it that way. Nowhere near as bad as it was. That's the one I wanted. That can go there. And if I come back over here, choose this, just connect that up. Like so. And then here it will drop underground. And we'll come back to that in a little bit. Now because that does that, we can put a cross road in there, which is always good. I'd like another one. Can I? Oh, I haven't linked this bit up. It does help if you actually link those bits up like that. Now, can I fit a road in here? If you choose the right snap point, you can. There you go. That's just to get traffic across again. Something else which I need to add more over here as well is these little crossways. Just so people can actually get from where they want to go to where they want to be, and vice versa. This one we're going to have going this way. Like so. This whole one is a roundabout anyway, so I don't need to worry too much about that. And then over here it joins up too. So again, we don't need to worry too much about that. Okay. We'll put some more in here. So let's see. If we have one there, the next one I think would be here. Although that doesn't look particularly nice. Maybe here. Like that. And again, I don't really need another one there. That looks good to me. Right, so that's that bit done. Now we're going to put in the little road here. It's going to follow on from one that we made a long time ago now, actually. I don't like the slope that we've got there. The fact that it turns into a bridge, that doesn't appeal to me very much. There you go. Just got rid of that. And this is just going to follow the coastline, if you can call it a coastline. It's going to follow the shore of the lake. And then that's going to connect up here. And then all of this area here is going to be filled with residential. Plus, we are also going to have you come out and join up there and there. Creates a bit of a strange shape, but we should be able to get around that. In fact, my way around that is to get rid of this and change this one so it's pointing that way, and then somewhere here, maybe there, put that in. So it's like again, it's like an elongated roundabout. Near where I live, there's a place called Parkway in Welwyn Garden City, and it has this kind of principle. It's an avenue with a huge green area with like fountains and stuff in the middle, and they have like little cross bits like that, so you can get to where you want to go, basically. So we're gonna follow that kind of theme with this. Plus, we're gonna have, once the game's finished loading or whatever it is it's doing, yeah, it's auto saving. I need to turn off autosave. It's helped me out actually a couple of times when either the game's crashed or for some reason the save file hasn't saved properly. So the autosave has come in handy. So I might just need to change how regularly it actually autosaves, because this is a pain in the backside when you're trying to record an episode. In fact, it's looking like it's starting to become unresponsive. No, it's just taking its time. Okay. Well, that's a relief. Just in case. Very unprofessional, I know, but I'm going to make it lag even more by auto-saving myself. Or saving, as it's commonly referred to. Right. So we're going to put some roads in. Like that, and like that. Whoa. Where's that slope come from? Hang on a second. I am not a big fan of that. Why has this suddenly got a slope in it? Worse still, why didn't I spot that? That seems like something you'd spot from a mile away. Massive ridge like that, you're gonna spot it, aren't you? Better. Much better. Okie dokie. And then there's another one that's gonna go like this, and connect up like that. Not quite sure what I'm going to put in there right now. But what I am going to do here is start putting in roads. I'm going for the tree-lined avenues. The idea here is we don't want to keep people out of their cars in this part of the city. So what I'm doing is stopping them from being able to park anywhere. To encourage them to use public transport. So, because you can't park your car, you'll have to use the bus, or the metro, or the light rail, or the tram, wherever it is that goes near where you live. And actually a tram isn't a bad idea for this sort of neighbourhood either. But, it's just being able to put it in, it's a little bit difficult. This road needs redoing. The nearest tram line is this one here, so we have a connection. In fact, I think this is the tram line. Yeah, it's the tram line that's currently being used as well, so that's promising. Right, some more cross streets like this. I'll have to put one here as well. I want to go for the British theme for this part, because I haven't really used it, because it's been problematic is probably the word I would use. I've struggled a lot to actually be able to use it properly, like how it's supposed to be used. The theme manager I've not really got my head around still. So we'll give it a crack. We'll see how it goes. That's not a bad little looking neighbourhood there. And then we'll fill in all this section in a second. Let's actually get this bit going first. So I want to use low density here. I do not want houses on the main road. That's one thing. So that's going to come along like this. And we'll do it up to there. In fact, no, we'll do it all the way up to there. Why not? I'm sort of debating whether to go for offices or commercial on the main road. Commercial's not a bad idea, but then, whoops, done it again. But then you do get like lorries on that road, and I'm not sure if I want lorries on the road. You can of course do a heavy traffic ban, but then it's difficult to get the goods in. You end up with a higher volume of vehicles, which again it's a massive pain. It's worth avoiding if you can help it. Right, so let's do this. Let's do this. And let's district it so I can actually put in the theme manager. So I think Lake is going to be sort of eaten into slightly here by this. So I think this new district is sort of going to be that shape. Maybe some of Elizabeth as well. Maybe like that. Umber Hills it's currently called. I'm not a big fan of that. So what I'm going to do is do a quick search for Oh, district name generator. That's nice. City district name generator. I wonder if there's a British theme. There's real names. I'm on fantasynamegenerators.com/citydistrict if anyone wants to know. Let's go for real names. English. There's Edwardian. I could do that. Well, there is an English option as well. I've gone for Edwardian now. Edwardian, for those of you who don't know. Oh, hang on. That's not what I wanted at all. That is not what I wanted. Never mind. I don't like this. It's come up with things like Rannoch Cross, Coowald North, spelt Q-O-O-W-U-L-D, Upper East Yunick, Snylup Row, Pig Edlicht Town. What the hell? Chateau Merde Street. That just sounds... I mean, it sounds like Chateau Merde, which is also not a nice term. Seem to have some power issues as well. Ah, this could be why. I wish there was a way to build underground power lines. That would make my life so much more manageable. Any trains arrived at St. George yet? No idea. It doesn't actually tell you if vehicles arrived. It just tells you passengers last week, and even then I don't trust that number. Can't see any trains. Mind you, that station looks tiny. I'm surprised any trains can stop there. Unless there's another... Ah, that might not be the platforms thinking about it. The platforms might actually be sort of under that little bit. Who knows? Anyway, Umber Hills is developed quite nicely. We've got these buildings. The problem with these buildings is I don't want them to be that shape. I want them to be British. So themes, enable theme manager. I want residential. Hang on, not that one. That one, yeah. British. UK terraced, not industrial, housing and detached. So that should change the building types, I hope. I don't think it'll do it instantly, but it should do it over time. Plus, I mean, the number of buildings we have demolished and rebuilt anyway in the city is quite high, so that should cover it too. Again, we've got another little power problem with these stations, but that's fixed quite easily. Do some cross piping. Again, sounds less innocent than it actually is. Like that and like that. There we go. I need to come up with a route for that. I think I'm going to go south here. I'd like another connection with Elizabeth. But actually, yeah, Elizabeth Station's there. So we could do a little underground bit there. That's fine. That could work. Right, this junction again is getting quite busy. It's not too bad. Traffic is flowing better than it was. But it's still not excellent. You can see we've got buses using this as well now, which is another reason why I wanted it to run smoother. Let's see if the bus route has recalculated. It has. Look at that. Perfect. Very nice. Right, shall we get on with this next bit? We've got to connect all this up now. So let's, again, start with the easy job. Here, across. We'll do a straight line. Why not? Apart from that bit, which is awful. Why did that decide to turn into a bridge? Aha, because that's lifted. Let's see if I can smooth that little bit out. Make it a bit nicer. Because we're working near water, I've got to be careful where I'm putting this smoothing tool. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Right. Here, a good spot for a road. Whoops. Here is a good spot for a road. That's going to come across and it's going to join up about there. This one is going to come round like so. And then it's going to come around like this. Straight line. Connect up there. This one here, a bit chaotic, I know, but there. Put some parkland in there. This one like this. This one round. Nope, we've got another bridge. I'm in cities in motion mode right now. If I see a bridge, it's gotta go. Why are you bridging it? Stop bridging. Smooth. Nice and smooth. Better. Thank you for cooperating at last. Right, and then finally, that little one there. So that's that little area done. We've just got to keep doing that all the way along here now, really. Let's do this one, because it's going to be nice and cheesy. Big, long road all the way across. Let's connect you up there. And then this one will just be a road that sort of does that. And we'll put another connection in here, because why not? And this section is just simply connecting these up. Again, there's gaps, but I don't mind that too much because you just put trees and parks, etc. in there and it makes it look nice. We've got this connection here, so let's put... What the hell happened there? Anyone else see that flash of green, or was that just me? Come on. It's auto-saving again, that's the problem. It's also making that constant build noise, which I'm not a fan of. You have to excuse me drinking. It's very hot in my room today, and I haven't got my fan switched on. It's actually 6 in the morning when I'm recording this. For some reason, I'm a bit of an early bird at the moment. It's very rare for me. But that's what you get when you mess up your sleeping pattern, I suppose. You end up waking up at all times of day. Right, again we'll have another little park in there. I quite like the idea of that. Some connections to Umber Hills. Yes, please. We'll have one there. We'll have another one here that sort of does that. And again, we'll turn that into some parkland. And then a couple more connections. One there like that. And then this one down like that. And then we just got to fill this area. So again, let's do this one as a road going onto the lake road. River road. River road. River road is probably a nicer way of saying it. Now we have a metro station here, which is a bit of a pain because it means I can't build this one out how I want it to. But I suppose what we could do is connect this one up instead, and again have this as some parkland. That's not a bad idea. I'm big on parks in this city. I think parks are going to be important here. I mean, they raise land value, which is always nice. But I think in terms of that did not go to plan. In terms of aesthetics as well, they just look really good. I never really fully appreciated parks on this game, and then I watched some other series. I mean, Corrales has been a big inspiration for this series, so shout out to him. Not that he needs it from me, but there you go. He's been a big inspiration for this series, and he uses a lot of parkland, and he uses it very well. So that's kind of the idea that I've got, is utilise parks, build a lot of parkland, make it look really nice. You'd be surprised what a difference it can make to a city. Right, that's all that done. Now we get to, whoops, no houses on the main roads. I've got to keep telling myself that. Let's put the commercial in now, actually, so I don't forget. So that's going to come all the way up like that, not in the centre. We'll have to come up with something else for the centre. Get rid of that. And we'll just do this all the way along here for now. We'll put another couple of crossroads in to over here. I said I wouldn't, but I think it's better if I do. And we're only going to keep the commercial on the inside one for now. This outside one we're going to develop later on. Because we still got to put our football stadium somewhere, guys. And I'm deliberately delaying doing that to make sure that we put it in a good spot. Because once it's down, I don't really want to move it. Because I know that a lot of people end up swarming around it. So the last thing I want to do is end up putting it in a really bad spot where traffic will end up being a nightmare. So I kind of... Elizabeth was a candidate because it had the motorway junction, but seeing how busy that got just on its own, I don't really want to tempt fate by then sticking a stadium utilising it as well. That sounds like sort of traffic suicide to me. So I'm not sure if I want to risk that. This area is going to look great when it's finished. I'm really looking forward to seeing it done. Pop that there, make sure that it's not there. Pop all this in, like so, and we'll do this little bit here. Go back and get rid of that, get rid of that. Trains look great as well. I did some first person with the bus, which I'll show you at the end of this episode. I'll go back into first person with the bus, and it looks awesome as it sort of snakes its way around the city. It looks fantastic. I couldn't be happier, really. Has this brush size changed? No, I think I've asked that question before. It does not. Let's not zone out this area if we're going to use it for park. Let's not do that. One thing I will say is my bus lines need a little bit of evaluating again. I've sort of done the thing that I always do of sticking to sort of main roads and the occasional side street, which is good in some respects, but I don't think it actually serves that much different to the tram and the metro. So it's sort of, it's a kind of feeder system, but it's not brilliant. I've also got an express bus that links the station at Elizabeth, the light rail station, with St George and Commerce. And again, I don't think that's very well utilised right now. So, I mean, Commerce needs to grow still. That's going to be one of the main industrial areas of the city, so I need that to grow. Put more offices down. Try and make a success of it. Again, I need advice on how to get those homes there to work as well. As the Rico mod is totally baffling me at the moment. I hoped it would be as easy as you pop a building down and it starts working as a building, but it doesn't seem to work that way. And I've zoned underneath it and it's still not working like it's supposed to. So I'm a little bit confused about that. Let's pause the game a second. I don't want too many buildings to grow if I'm then gonna use the theme manager. So let's calm that down a little bit. So this is a good candidate for a bus route. We'll just have a bus that comes along this area only and connects up to, say, St George, because it's got that huge bus terminal, as does Commerce, of course, but that's going to be mainly focused for the south of the city. Because, I mean, as I say, Commerce is going to be roughly the centre of the city, and this is becoming a northern sort of suburb, with St George as kind of like a main interchange station in this area of the city, and Commerce is a main interchange in that part of the city, and then there'll be another one for the southern part of the city as well. One district or two? That's the big question now. I think one. I think one will work quite well for this. Sort of like that. Again, I'm drawing it quite crudely. Lafayette Square. Let's just change it to Lafayette. It's got a bit of a French name to it. But we're going to have British buildings in it, which is going to be a bit of a confusing thing. Detached housing, industrial, terraced housing. We're not going to do Victorian. Going to avoid that. Just check it's all watered. It's not. It's a good thing I checked that. The last thing I want is it moaning. See if I connect that under like that, connect that there. And then these ones you can sort of do like that. Let's do that one there. And then this one will go like that, like that, like that, and we'll connect it to there. Like that. That looks pretty good. We'll do a little bit here as well. Like so. Now we need fire and things like that. We also need schools. That could be another problem actually, is we don't have many schools in the area. Sort of, we have the ones that we used to have and that's about it. That could be problematic as well, so we'll work on that. Let's put these down first. So you want an ambulance and a paramedic. Fire. We try and put these all on the same road. That could be helpful. This is also like the main throughway. Goes all the way through like that. So again, it's handy to have. And then the UK police station right next to that. We'll have vans and cars coming out of here. Now we want some schools. Want some good areas for some schools. You're what? You're a university. You're a university. You're a high school. I want a smaller one. Yeah, you're a good high school. We'll have you opposite the police station. And an elementary school. Let's stick you there. Should serve the majority of that. And again, you can see here, Umber Hills does not have education. So what are you? You're an elementary, so we need a high school. Put you on the next block over. Like so. Any other education? Yeah. Pennington needs education. Quite like that name, Pennington. I think there's a guy who plays for Everton called Pennington, who I, on my FIFA career, I ended up using him in one of my Coventry teams, and I think that's where I sort of picked up the name from. suppose it's not the worst way of coming up with a name for a player. How are we doing for... See, crime coverage is supposedly really good, but if I turn this off, there used to be loads of people complaining about crime. Fire we still have problems with, so let's try and sort you out. Put a fire station there. They should love me for that. Looks like they are. Health is okay. This little area of King's Canal is a bit underutilised, but if I pop another medical practice down, that should fix that problem. So I'm quite pleased with that. Right, Umber Hills. We have to rename Umber Hills. Let's see. I'm just thinking of areas of London. You've got like Soho, Kensington. That's where Pennington came from. I wanted to use Kensington, but I thought actually Pennington. Just because it's not Kensington, basically. So let's see. You've got like Camden. So let's do... Dundon? No, that sounds stupid. Dindon? No. No. Didn't even say that one. Tipton. I'm gonna go Sweet Life. Do some Tipton. There we go. Right, so these buildings should all start growing. How long is this episode? 36 minutes. Okay, we got some time still. I'm gonna auto-save again, because why not? Finish this autosave, and I'm going to pop a bus line in that's going to serve those two new areas. Or maybe two bus lines to serve those two new areas. Actually utilise these roads that we've got and these bus terminals. Hopefully the vehicle management is okay. I need to see if there's a mod for that actually that shows you the number of vehicles in game. Because I had no idea that there was a limit, but there must be. Otherwise, why would it not work after a certain amount of time? It's really odd. Anyway, new route. So we're going to start there at St George. We'll then do a stop down here in Islesmith for this route, and then up here in Lake. So this area's this one's going to serve Tipton, which is sort of all of this new area here. So we'll have a stop here in Lake. Is there a metro station nearby? Yeah, there's the Pyramid Station there, so that sort of works out nicely. I like that Pyramid Station. It's based on the Louvre. And it reminds me a lot of the Louvre. Excuse my pronunciation, I haven't done French in a long time. I believe it's Louvre. Either that or I'm just insulting someone's entire family. Something like along those lines anyway. So we've got this like circulatory bus route. Let's pop that one there. We'll pop another one like there. And I think at this point we're creeping back into Lake. I like Lake. Lake is a town on the Isle of Wight, for those of you who don't know. And, I don't know, there's just something about the name that's really nice. I haven't even seen a lake there before, so I'm not quite sure why it's called Lake. If anyone knows, let me know. I'm intrigued on that one. As to why it's called a lake. But, as I say, it's a nice name. All of these bus routes, I'm keeping the existing number and just putting a B in front of it. So you've got these random named routes, random numbered routes. Which, you know, if you go to major cities, you do sort of find that. They've got weird numbers affiliated with the routes. And I've never really worked out why that is, but it's a thing. So there you go. Where am I going to put this stop? First stop here. Is this a... yeah, it's a avenue. So let's put one there, next to this station in Lake. And then it's going to be sort of like a little express service that comes across into Lafayette. So let's, from Lake, let's come down this hill. So there's a metro station there, so let's put a stop here. There's another one here, but I've already put the stop in now, so I can't really do that. Put another one here, and we'll start working our way through the streets of Lafayette, serving as much of this as possible. One there would be good. One... sort of, I want to skirt the lake line as much as possible because it'd be very picturesque when travelling in first person, but I also do want to serve as much of the neighbourhood as possible, otherwise what's the point in having a bus line in the first place? Let's put a connection with this station as well. So actually let's put a stop here first, and then it's a long way around, so I might as well try and put a stop on this avenue as well, and then I'll put a stop by this station. Passengers should know how to get to the station from there. I don't really want to be putting in road bridges. Put one... Actually, let's head back into the estate at this point. We'll sort of go there, we'll go there, and then if I come out this way, so again it's a long loop to get to that one. Maybe we won't have a connection with that station. People can walk there, surely. Let's stop there, and then we could sort of invade Tipton slightly and have a connection with this route, like there, and then come back out of Tipton. Sort of like this. And then we'll have another stop sort of there, and then we'll start heading back. So we'll have another one there. Let's see, can I put one here? Actually, yeah, let's get rid of you, and we'll pop you there. So once this metro line's put in, there'll be a nice connection there as well. And then, where was the other stop we had? It was over here, wasn't it? So let's do that again. That should work out quite nicely. And then finally, back to St. George. Now this one, I want to put in that type of bus. God, it needs a lot of vehicles. Let's do that. Come on. Budget control. Like so. Pop the B in front. And there we go. Right. So that's now operating. Let's, because we can, there should be a bus that pops out of here in a second to do that route. Let's see if I can find it. It's queuing up. We might have a problem with the number of vehicles on the map again. I never knew that was a problem though. I'm really confused as to why that's the thing. You can see here though, the bus terminal is working very nicely. And I think now St. George Station should be working quite nicely as well with this this new setup that we've got. Although it still isn't actually registering passengers. I'm also wondering if... Does that actually connect up? I don't think it does. So I have to do something like that. Come on. I saw it turn blue just now. There. There. That should get people into there, and then if I do the same on this side, that should get people out again. I think they can use the station as a kind of crossing. There is a crossing of some sort here, I believe, where people can actually cross the track. I think that's what this end bit is here. I'm hoping that's the case. If not, then I'll need to build a bridge of some kind. Which I can't do there. Maybe a tunnel. Actually, we got a tunnel set up over here. So I suppose we could do like another set of tunnels. So let's see, if I do this as 9, come under like so, and then come up again here. That's a tunnel on that side, and then on this side I can sort of do the same that comes out next to this bus stop. Sorry, not the bus stop, tram stop. Let's do it there and then up. Is it already up? Hang on a second, that's going to be a slight pain to deal with. We can fix that though. We'll do that, and then here, 2, 3. Should connect up like that, no problem. And then just get rid of that. And then this power line needs connecting up again. Like that. That should return power to the majority of the city. Very nice. Okay, look at this. It's growing beautifully. I'm loving that little slope down to the river as well. It's quite picturesque. Although this area needs developing in order to make it more picturesque. If you look at it from that side, it looks quite nice. Some of these slopes here are a little off. I'm not too bothered about that. The services here are working well. Excuse me, there's a sneeze again. There's my rudimentary sneezing during recording. It's becoming a regular thing. This city is starting to look absolutely amazing, and one of the other things I do need to do is add some metro stations in for future expansion over here. So you can see this station is here. Let's say we put one on this corner. They don't like it now, but they will do once the trains start running. So this line here could connect to this line here via another station sort of over here. And then this one will pop another station in here. I'm thinking one like this. Actually, not like that. That's a stupid idea. This type. Which means I'm going to have to stick it on this road. Or maybe this one. Yeah, that road. Like so. Because I think there's another line over here somewhere that needs to be utilised. If not, we'll create one. So that should get that working again. And we'll focus on that some other time. I'm just putting the stations in now to earmark where they are. See that one? You barely notice it. Should be the same with this one over here, which already I'm struggling to find. Where is it? Have I gone past it? No, I haven't gone past it. It's there. Again, barely notice it. Very nice. Okay, right. Well, this station here can be called Lafayette. West. This station here can be Lafayette Central. Like so. And the last thing I'm going to do, I think, in today's episode is just extend this light rail network to include the new station at Lafayette Central. Like so. And then stick this stop in like that. Alright then guys, that just about does it for today. Hopefully you're still enjoying the series. It's fun to do. Very fun to do. I'm very much enjoying it. Hopefully we've got some buses out here now as well, so I can finish with a nice little bus tour of the new... Have we got buses out? I really hope so. Oh, it's going to autosave now, which is going to delay the ending of the video even longer. No, we don't have any. Why do we not have any? That's slightly annoying. Alright, I'll just do this one instead. I was going to end with a nice view of our new area of the city, but we'll end with a nice view of the existing area. The detail in this game is fantastic still. Look at this. This is with the graphics settings turned down slightly as well. You see, it looks very, very nice. I'm very pleased with this city now. It looks a hell of a lot better than it was. And as I say, the mods misbehave sometimes and the assets misbehave, but the game makes up for it just by being so damn good looking. It's fantastic when you look at it. It is a very, very nice game. Top marks to Colossal Order for creating this game. And Paradox, of course, because I'm sure they had a helping hand. But, I mean, it's just fantastic. I'm very, very happy with it. Right, I am going to end the episode here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series, leave some comments down below for ideas for future episodes. And until next time, I will see you soon. Enjoy the bus ride.